I am in Law and Order. I'm in an episode of Law and Order. That was one of my dreams in my whole life, is to be on Law and Order. So look, this is when like becoming a hella good basketball player works for you.
Welcome to another episode of Point Game. We have a very special episode for you all this week, where we're going to take you to our first live show that was recorded during All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles. We sat down in front of a crowd to talk about everything from IT's legacy to his appearance on Law & Order SVU, and then also what it was like playing for the Celtics while him and his dad have been lifelong Lakers fans. Also, if you're listening to this, make sure to check out our YouTube channel for this episode to get the whole experience. So without further ado, here's our special Q&A at Point Game Live. Well said. Yeah, we'll go there and there.
It's always great to see you cross your path. A lot of y'all, we got like side stories in the NBA. I did a tryout with the Kings, and I literally almost got to a fight with Boogie Cousins over him over a damn foul.
We need all the details of that.
That is, I mean, DeMarcus was trying to fight everybody. So yes, I remember that. That's crazy.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your major message to be like when you not retire, but like you leave your legacy to your children, what you want them to do for you when you're gone?
Man, I want them to just, honestly, like, it sounds so cliche, but like being an amazing person matters, bro. Like, so like, I've been around assholes, I've been around like good people, I've been around really amazing people, and the most important thing I can say is like being a really good person. Like, I try to teach my kids, we try to teach our kids every day. Like, that's what it's about. So when somebody comes to me and be like, man, your kid is respectful, your kid is like, he's a really nice kid, like that means more to me than your kid is filthy at hoop. Like, he's cold at hoop. It's like, because that's bigger than the game of basketball. The game of basketball can only take you so much, so that's what I learned. And if you ask anybody, any team that I ever been on, like, I'm treating the equipment manager just like I'm treating the guy that, you know, signing my checks, because that's how it should be. So that's the only thing I'm teaching my kids. If they can learn anything, is the impact I had on people, how I treated each and everybody. And if there's one thing that I could leave behind is like other than the basketball player, like, I was a really great person. And I think that's what makes a bigger impact than anything. And that's hard to do, though. On a day-to-day basis, everybody goes through different shit. Everybody goes through trials and tribulations. So it's hard to be a good person when shit ain't always going your way. But I think that you know, that shows who you are when shit ain't going your way, and you can still treat somebody how they should be treated. And that's how it should be, especially in today's society. It's like we're living in some messed up times, and the smallest thing can help somebody. So that's why I try to smile as much as I can. I try to just like have that good energy, even if I'm, as you know, like I'm struggling. Like, you feel me? I'm struggling mentally because, like, you know, I've dealt with loss lately, and that's something we all go through. But if you can make somebody else smile and make somebody else's day by just, you know, doing what's right, man, that matters. That matters.
Yeah.
My question is also for Isaiah Thomas. The question is about an off-court. This is an off-court question. It's about season 19, episode 5 of Law and Order Special Business.
That is.
We talked about it a little bit.
It's an episode called Complicated. For those who don't know, Isaiah Thomas gives an authentic Cavs jersey to a girl trying to finesse her. And I was just wondering how this came about.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, that is funny. So yeah, I am in Law and Order. I'm in an episode of Law and Order. That was one of my dreams in my whole life, is to be on Law and Order. So look, this is when like becoming a hella good basketball player works for you. So when I became like a star in everybody's eyes, that's when I started tapping into everything. I'm like, I reached out, I had my agency reach out to Law and Order. I'm like, man, even if I can just be a guy walking by, like I just wanted, like that's my favorite show ever. So I just wanted to be an extra in it. Like real shit, I just wanted to meet everybody in Law and Order, and I wanted to be an extra. And then one day they came, like my agency came and was like, man, Law and Order wants you to be in an episode and you got lines. I'm like, you're lying. And this was the time I got traded to Cleveland. So I'm mad as fuck. I fuck with the Cavs. Look, no, I'm mad that I just got traded. I'm hurt at that time. I'm like, man, this was the only positive in my summer. I promise you. So when they told me I was gonna be on the show, they flew me to New York. I'm in the little backstage thing. Ice-T walks through. I'm like these are all like, to me, these are like Michael Jordan. Every actor in there is like, I feel like they're like on that level of stardom. So I'm tripping out. And at that point in my life, I wasn't really tripping out on nobody in terms of like a celebrity like that. But when I seen every one of the people that I watch every day come up to me and show me love, I was like, this is crazy. It was one of the moments like when I told you in the All-Star game where I'm on the bench, I'm like, damn, Kobe's right there, LeBron's right there, like this is, and I'm forgetting I'm an All-Star too. That's how it was. So it was like the dopest moment, one of the dopest moments in my life. I was on set for like 8 hours and I had like one line. Like I kept having to do this shit over and over because they had to do it so many times. But it was like the smile I had now, the whole day, I promise you. Because we had to start at like 6 a.m. the whole day. I'm just smiling. I'm just in my and I'm so nervous at the time as well. But that was one of I checked that off the list, bro. So like when people on social media sometimes late at night, it be coming on at night sometimes. That shit be crazy. Somebody all the time, I can't even tell you my line. I can't even tell you. Look it up. Look it up. Yeah, I can't even tell you. It was like a press conference, so I was up there like this, and I was up there looking so nervous. It was crazy, but it was like that was one of the dopest moments in my life, and I'm always gonna remember that. So if Law and Order's watching, please ask me to be back on. I don't even gotta say nothing this time. But that was dope.
Your co-host goes missing, and then they start interrogating you. Where'd CJ go? That's the episode.
Yeah, we can do that for sure. And then later in that summer too, me and my kids was on little Nicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Don too. If you got any kids and watching that, I'll pop on that every now and then too. So I was making my rounds for sure.
I've been trying to be a comedian and writer actor. You have a bigger or longer IMDb than me.
Yeah. I'm tapped in. So if you need me, I can get you on the shows for sure.
Appreciate it, IT.
The Law and Order, that was cracking. That was fun.
Oh, man. Good question, Jamel. All right. Over here in the LA hat.
What's up, IT? How are you?
What up, bro?
So with the Olympics 2 years away, the last ones were amazing, with Curry and you went off. Do you see us as a favorite, or do you see another country more favorite? CJ, you can answer too if you have to.
That's all right.
Yeah. I see us as the favorite still. Not saying I give us one more round, but I think the world obviously has caught up a little bit. Like everybody's getting a lot better, but I see us winning, what is that, in 28? I see us winning that one. We still got the best players in the world. So like we're winning that one for sure.
Yeah.
Even though it got close, like I think they were just playing with us a little bit.
And is it true that everybody always gets the hardest when they play against the Lakers?
Oh yeah, it's LA. You look, especially if it's in LA.
Yeah.
You're getting up for that game every time. Everybody you see on TV is gonna be in the front row. LA, New York, Miami every now and then, but LA and the Knicks, like you're getting up, like you're going to sleep. Hopefully you're going to sleep the night before. Most guys is knocked out the night before.
Hey, you guys, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
Good IT.
What up, man?
You're a big inspiration. You brought a lot to the game, and I appreciate that. My name's Frank. I'm a founder of AI Basketball Highlights app. My question is about technology and youth basketball. I've done a lot of stuff at the high school level. I'm curious what you think technology's role can be in helping these youth develop, either as people, as basketball players, getting the passion for the game. Because the way that you've played and the way you've talked about the game is something that I don't know if every young person really.
I think it's good for the game. I think being able to have access to seeing what other people are doing around the world, being able to because when I was growing up, you couldn't see what anybody else was doing. Like you couldn't really, other than, the top players or college players or NBA players, but you couldn't see what your peer was doing. You couldn't see what a kid my age was doing and how he was going to develop. So I think the AI and the technology in today's game is good for the game. Like it gives you, not only for the player, it gives you an outlet to be, I always talk about this with the generation of kids. It gives you the game of basketball or the game of technology gives you an outlet to still be a part of the game and not be the player. And I think that's important for kids to know, because everybody wants to be the player, and the odds of being the player, you got a better chance of winning the lotto than to be drafted, to be a pro. And that's not taken away from a kid's dream. That's just what reality is. But giving these kids access to knowing there's jobs around the game, and you can still have access to players, you can still be in the gym, you can still record players' workouts and be a part of the game of basketball or any sport in general. Like that's giving another kid an outlet to making it in whatever else that they, see whatever making it means. So I think it's good for the game of basketball. I think it's good for sports in general. And it's only going to get better, and it's only going to get bigger, and kids are going to learn how to use it to their advantage. And I think that's what the game needs. I think that's what life needs, is kids being able to have access on things they can use to their advantage so they can be successful at something. And like I said, it doesn't have to be the actual talent. The talent is everything around it as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. 2 more questions. 2 more.
We could keep going.
You want to keep going? You got a few more minutes? Okay. We'll do a little.
Tripping.
All right.
What's good, bro?
What up?
So you talked about believing in yourself and being delusional. So my question was, who believed in you before it was obvious that you were going to be into the NBA?
I mean, I would just probably say my parents, really, like to an extent. Like my parents, and I'm not even saying that in a bad way. The delusional part is your parents are always going to say have a plan B, have something to fall back on. So yes, they believed in my dream, but only to an extent, because what I was believing in it was damn near a fairy tale. Like coming from where we come from, or coming from where anybody comes from, to make it to the NBA is like, the odds are just against you. So anytime, I could date back to being in grade school, and the first day of school, the teacher asked you what you want to be. And I say NBA player. I'm not saying the teacher like me, but anybody who says an NFL player, NBA player, teacher's like, yeah, okay, everybody wants to be that. That's just the way it is. So the belief in myself came from just the love of the game of basketball and everything I wanted. Like I told you earlier, I really loved, before I knew what love was, or before I knew how to love something, I loved the game and everything about the game. So whatever came with the game, I loved it. The process of it, how hard it was, the setbacks, people doubting me, nobody believing in what I really wanted to be. And anytime I told somebody I wanted to be an NBA player, you get like somebody be like, yeah, everybody wants to be that. Like as a kid, that fucking hurts. Feel me? Like it hurts, but a kid's not being able to express that. So my biggest thing is like, my belief has took me places that I only dreamed of. And I really mean that. So when I have talks with these kids, I really, like, my confidence in myself, my faith in myself, my ultimate belief every day that I was gonna make it really made me make it. And And I know that's not always the right thing to do, but if you ask anybody who's made it in anything that's damn near impossible, they were fucking crazy. Whether it be Steve Jobs, whether it be the top dogs in anything ever made, they were delusional. They were paranoid. They were every word that you could think of, that's what they were. And then it just happened. That's what happened to me. But in terms of like every level, it was the same obstacles I had to chase. Like it wasn't a brick wall up, it was a speed bump. I just had to get over the bump. I wasn't just hitting the wall. It was like, okay, this has happened, let me get around this. This has happened, and my mind and my body was so prepared for everything wrong to happen. I was able to maneuver around the wrong and get to the right every time. And I don't try to tell kids to live like that because, yeah, you want more options in life and you want to do other things, but if you want to be great at something, I seen Kobe say something the other day. Not the other day. The other day I seen what Kobe said. And he said, like, this isn't a sacrifice when you want to do something. Like, it's not like, oh, I can't go to this party. I got to sacrifice this time. It's like, no, I want to do this, and that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm going to sacrifice that to do the other shit, and that's backwards. So my faith is everything, my belief in myself, my preparation, because without preparation, I have no belief, and I'm not taking no for an answer. What up?
Yeah, for,
Oh, thank you.
yeah. If it wasn't for basketball, what's another sport you could go pro in?
Ooh. Nothing, fam. Yeah, baseball, I'm trash. And look. I tell you a story though. In prep school, there was a thing. I went to prep school in Connecticut. So when your sport wasn't in, you had to play another sport. So one year I tried out for baseball. They put me on JV baseball, fam. And they didn't, look, I'm practicing, I'm doing, and I'm not even saying I was that bad. There was no way I was that bad. They were just hating on me. They didn't even put me on the playing roster, like the game day roster. So like 3 games in, I just quit and I went to go play tennis, fam. So I played tennis, I was playing tennis, I was losing this, but I was just in it for the fun. But I don't think there's another sport. I mean, football, I ain't trying to get hit that much. Like, baseball got the dopest swag, though. If I was good at it, I would try it, but I can't even hit that shit like that. So I don't know what I would do, bruh. It would be basketball or nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah, hi. No offense, team. My question is actually for CJ here.
It's all good, fam. This is our
Really respect you.
Yeah, nah, it's love.
You're very,
I hired him.
It's good.
Make me feel good.
CJ, this is kind of a 2-part question. When you play basketball, one, why so many pump fakes? 2, why do you still think we're gonna fall for it?
Oh, you're the guy that pump fake and can't shoot?
I pump. And it's not even
I didn't know
them.
this before I signed this contract. He's not good at hoop?
I have my own
I'm just
style.
Nah, I heard CJ got game. I'm not even gonna
You don't
lie.
have to
Don't
say
do that.
He's not mad, he just pump fakes.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna move on real quick, but it's not tricking. But then you do it long enough.
Oh yeah.
They're like, what's going on here?
So you're
and
getting
then it's
somebody.
an easy lay-in.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
I get it.
hit a game winner today.
Oh,
Got
it's
off the
easy
plane,
work then.
Went to the court, hit a game winner.
Why wasn't I invited to the open gym? That's crazy.
You know, it's outside. There's like a
What did
guy
we
doing
say earlier? I'm playing. You know, one story. Look, crazy.
Yeah.
Remember Jamal said he played.
in Bahamas, right?
He played
Green Lake.
before a game, right?
Yeah.
I'm working out for the Boston Celtics in the pre-draft, like when I'm coming out for the draft. And I had a family member that lived out in Boston. And it's one of my family members where no matter where we're at, we're playing hoop. We go to the outdoor court in Boston. I don't even know where it was. This is the day before my pre-draft workout.
It's crazy.
I'm playing 5-on-5 on an outdoor court in Boston. That's the real love for the game, bro.
Yeah.
I'm playing for hours, and I got a real pre-draft workout with the Celtics. I don't even know how that workout went.
Because if agents heard that now,
Oh, my agent
Yeah.
would have been hot.
yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
That's crazy that I did that. I was tripping.
That's wild.
So much bad things could have happened. But I wasn't even tripping on that. Like I was just trying to play basketball. That's what's crazy.
All right, right here.
I was lucky enough to like have a lot of interactions with Nipsey, and I know you're a huge.
Hell yeah.
What is your favorite Nipsey Hussle song? Knowing that you're a Nipsey fan and the relationship you guys had.
Yeah, shout out to Nipsey Hussle. My favorite Nipsey Hussle song, I got two. So there's one on his album Victory Lap. The first song, Victory Lap, is probably like when I'm working out and like I'm tired as and I need just some extra juice, I'm putting Victory Lap on. So that's number one. And then the song That's How I Knew by Nipsey Hussle. So Nipsey Hussle was one of my close friends. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. It was like one of the most inspiring dudes that I ever been around. I actually talked to his brother today, Black Sam, because I was about to go to the Marathon Burger, but I was just a little busy. That's where you was? Oh, yeah. Every time I'm in LA, I'm going. Every time. I was mad I didn't go, so I shout out to Black Sam, but Nipsey Hussle, like, was inspiring not only in my career, but in my life. His music is still, I listen to it every day. It's crazy because, like, any gym I'm in, I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle. Anybody that asks what music I'm listening to is Nipsey Hussle. It's like, I can only imagine the music he would be making right now. And that's one thing I always, like, I wish that could happen. Like, I can have a conversation with him because he was just so, anytime I tapped in with him, whether it be, I'll call him at 1 a.m, he'll call me or he'll text me, and it'll just be mutual inspiration, like right when you need it. And that's what he was to everybody. So, like, I just, especially during today's world, like, I wish his music was out because it would speak to what we need. And we need a lot of positivity. And I think he was, obviously, you know it, but he was about to change the world in so many levels. So, you know, the marathon continues. Slow Grind is based off, basically, you know, everything the marathon is based off, and it was like an honor to be able to be a close friend of such an inspiring human being. So shout out to Nip.
That's dope. All right, right in the back.
What up?
You might have a unorthodox way of getting a UW from Curtis, South End, back to Seattle. Nowadays, you see G Leaguers, college athletics, a lot less high schoolers in D1. What do you see the state of college athletics, and just how sustainable is that?
Yeah, it's in a tough spot right now. To answer your first question, the G League and the guys that are been professional and going back to college, that's f***ed up. Like, you're taking away an opportunity from a younger kid. And me coaching younger kids now, especially like high schoolers and all that, it's only taking away the opportunity from somebody that 8, 5, 7 years ago would have that opportunity of getting a D1 scholarship, getting a Division II scholarship, and going through that process and getting that opportunity. It's just not right. The NIL shit is dope. Like, it's dope that they're making money. They should be making money. I think there should be rules on it. There should be rules on the NCAA around that. But now that they went head first and didn't have any rules around it, it's going to be hard to scale back on what they really need to do. And then the transfer portal is f***ed up too. Because now guys are chasing money, which is dope because this is probably the most money they can make in their lifetime, which they should be able to receive anything that they earn and deserve. Like, I'm all for that. But being able to just dip each and every year and chase a dollar is not teaching these 18 to 21-year-old kids anything. Because you can use the money against another school by saying, okay, you don't do the right thing. I'm going to go somewhere else and find somebody that's going to allow me to do some bullshit. And I'm going to get more money for it. That's not right. So the integrity of the game is kind of taking a hit But it's not the kid's fault at all. If you allow me to dip when I want to, I'm dipping too. If you allow me to get more bread somewhere else, I'm getting more bread somewhere else. So I don't like when people fault the kid. They just doing what they're supposed to do. But there should be rules and regulations on those things. The G League thing, you shouldn't, once you leave college, you shouldn't be able to go back. You just shouldn't. First off, you're old as hell playing against kids. And then second off, like, you're really taking the opportunity from a kid because, check this out, a college coach, his job is on the line each and every year. He has to win. If he doesn't win, he's gonna get fired. He has no time to develop a young kid that's coming in, that's 18 years old. So if I'm him, and what most college coaches are doing, I'm going in the transfers portal, I'm getting a 20-year-old that's already been in college for 2 years that I know can help me right now. And that's fucked up, but that's just how it is, and that's where the game is going, to where they have no time to develop because the turnover is so fast in all levels of the game, other than high school. College, the pros, you don't win in year 1 or 2, you're done. And there's no time to develop. And the only real talent is when you can develop. The stars had time to develop. So the game is in the tough space, and the outside influence is making it tougher. So, I pray for these kids each and every night because they're in situations where we've never been in with the amount of money they're being thrown at. And it's hard to trust anybody that's in their circle because at the end of the day, these kids are 18, 20 years old making millions of dollars. How are you going to trust somebody that's never had it and never been in your shoes? So I feel for those kids. But hopefully, years down the line, there become rules, and you can't just, play with the system, because at the end of the day, that's all everybody's doing is finding the loopholes around the system, and they're loud so that you're able to do it, and you can't get punished for it. So hopefully it changes soon, but I'm all for them guys making as much money as they can, because when it stops, it really stops, especially if you're not like, you don't got personality, you don't got, skills in anything else other than the game. When the ball stops, they don't really want you around like that because you're not useful. So
that's tough. All right, one last banger question. No pressure. All right, my brother's raising his hand. My brother, I'm a Lakers fan. My brother, diehard Celtics fan.
Okay, that's dope.
This is my question for you. So that is my question. You just told me that your dad grew up in Inglewood, and we got CJ there. We were supposed to be growing up raised as Celtics fans, so I kept that. What's that like? So you're dressing up, I'm watching you, and I'm like, I know you're the man, and I'm seeing you wearing green Kobe's.
I know.
Celtics floor.
I know.
You're the man. I'm looking at that. Tell me what that's like.
Yeah, it does suck, but it was like, even for my dad, like my dad was really like rocking with the Lakers still. I'm like, damn, you're tripping, fam. But, I'm always gonna be a Laker fan. That's just what I grew up on. So like when I was in Boston, you just can't say nothing Lakers. You can't say nothing LA. That's the only downside of it. But it was like, at least my Kobe's was green. Like they wasn't tripping that, my Kobe's wasn't green. But I don't know. It's a weird dynamic. But I got love for the Celtics, obviously, but I got real love for the Lakers. And I let that be known while I was there too. So they couldn't be that mad at me. I just was going for the Celtics when I was on the Celtics.
That's dope. Well, guys, again, we really appreciate you guys checking out the podcast and coming out tonight. Let's give it up for Isaiah Thomas.
Thank you. Hey, I gotta
Yeah.
Obviously, a big shout out to you. Like you've been hella helpful in this transition of just trying this. This is new for me, so I always got to give you a shout out and give you your flowers. And the whole follow through team. Like it's been easy each and every week being able to record and being able to do the podcast, which it wasn't ever on my radar. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that's been out here. Like this is dope. Like think we would do an event
Yeah,
and then
man.
everybody would show up just to hear me talk about some little stories. But like, I really, like from the bottom of my heart, like everybody that's in here, I always appreciate the love and support, whether it be, you know, via social media, whether it be you DMing me, just showing me the love that you guys show me, even being here, like that means the world to me. So like, this is my thanks to you guys for being here. I'm not no little cliche little athlete either, so I'm not just saying that. It truly means a lot for me to come here and see the support no matter where I'm at in the world. Like y'all really show up for me each and every time. And that's like super thankful. I'm super grateful. And all these moments are just like play back in my head each and every day, and I never forget it. So thank you guys for it all.
Thank you, everyone.